Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to make the Milwaukee Brewers logo right here. So, it is right next to my Kansas City Royals, which I showed you guys how to make in the previous tutorial. This tutorial, well, even though it does not say an M, unless if you look very carefully right there, but if you guys can really tell, that is actually the Milwaukee Brewers logo. Alright, so, anyway. Before we get started with this video, I do want to tell you the reason I picked this one is that because, meanwhile, I was looking it up on the internet, so just saying that is the reason why I have made this logo right here. So, but anyway, that's enough talking. Let's get this over with. So to make this, here's what you're going to need. You're going to need some blue wool, obviously, for the fill in part, some white wool for the baseball, and yellow for the outer frame. So once you got all of those materials, and once you figure out you want to make it, I'll be making it right here, like always. Let's actually make it right here, just for today. Let's actually make those right. So, you want to start off by placing at least 4. Alright, so right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want to take out your blue wool and put all those there, and put the blue wool on top of this, that row of 4 yellow. And then we want to extend out this by 1 with yellow, and out here by 2. Alright, like that. Then we want to stack blue on top of that row, and extend both of these outwards by 2. That's 1, 2 there, and 1, 2 there. There we go, like that. Now you want to stack a layer of blue directly on top of that. Make it look like this by now. What you want to do now is go left and right by 1, like this. So you should have 2 diagonals on one, and actually what's supposed to happen is we're supposed to have yellow there, and sorry guys, that was just me coughing there. Anyway, so you should look like this by now. Alright? Once you got that taken care of, let's work on the next row. The next row is actually quite easy. So we could just go do this like this, alright? Like that. And then we could just go extend this out by 1 on each side like this. Like this. Perfect. Then we could go on top of this by 1. With the blue. Go on top of this row. Then we could go extend ours out by 1 again with the yellow. Like this. Alright. So, believe it or not guys, this is actually the row, that row where I just filled in. Alright. That's actually the row that we're supposed to begin on, so let's take a look here. Alright. So, leave these 5 intact right here. I want to destroy these 4 and replace them with yellow wool, like this. Alright. That's actually what you're supposed to be doing. My mistake. Once you got that taken care of, you now want to do this sequence of blocks. Do 1 yellow, then you want to go ahead and do whatever this much row is. That's 4 blue wool, then 1 yellow wool, then 4 white, then 1 yellow. And fill in the rest of the row with blue wool. Until you get right here. Alright. Once you got that taken care of, this is what you want to do next. You are actually let's do an up left diagonal, so that we can actually continue. Then we could go do our block sequence here. So if you kindly do not mind, please, just give me 1 second so that I can actually get this figured out. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to do 4, and I mean 4 yellow, blue wool. Then we could do 1 yellow. We're actually supposed to do 3 yellow. Then we can actually do a right diagonal from this yellow right there. And then fill this little gap with white, like this. Do another yellow on top of this. And then fill that rest of the gap with blue wool. Yes, Mr. Noah is about to break into the little pixel art tutorial that I'm getting ready to do. Okay. But I told the audience that this headphones, yeah, whatever. He just left. Alright, so now we can actually go on top of this. We can actually go on top of this by 1 once again. Alright. Let me tell you guys what. Let's do the outer shell and then let's fill in these. I'll make it a lot easier. Let's actually do the ball, right? Before we get started with anything. So then we could just go on top of this by 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 2 upright diagonals. 1, 2. Then we can actually go ahead and go right by 4. That's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we could do 2 bottom right diagonals. That's 1, and that is 2. We could go down by 4. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay, so. Alright guys, believe it or not, I was just checking on, alright, so I was just, checking to make sure that I got the stuff done correctly, so that is why I did that moment of silence, right? So once you got that outer shell taken care of, the ball, I should say, not the glove, we could go on top of this, so we can actually go from, on this first wall block, right here on the second row, do place a white wool, go on top of it by 1, then do 2 upright diagonals, so that's 1 and 2, and we can go ahead and go connect the back, like this. Then, we can actually just fill in the row with white, fill in the rest of the ball with white wool, like this. Alright, like, whoopsies, forgot one, like this, so yours should look like this by now. Alright, there we go. Let's actually work on the outer shell of the glove. So, while we have this block right here, we're actually on, yeah, right here, so, we want to do an up left diagonal, and go on top of it by 2. Do another up left diagonal. This time go on top of it by 1, like this. Alright. Then we could do another up left diagonal, and go on top of it by 2. 1, 2. And then we could go on do an up left diagonal first, and then go up by 1. Then we could do 4, or I should say, yeah, 4 up right diagonals. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4, like this. Then we could go and go right by 2. Go on top of these first and second blocks by 1. Then we could do an up right diagonal and go right 1. Do an up right diagonal and go right by 2. Do a bottom right diagonal. And then we want to, let's figure this out for a moment. We want to go right by 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. like that. Do another bomb right diagonal, and this time go ahead and go right by 3. That's 1, 2, 3, like that. Do 2 bomb right diagonals. That's 1 and 2. We want to go down from this by 3. That is 1, 2, 3, like that. Do a bomb right diagonal and go down by 2, 2, like that. Do a bomb left diagonal and go down from this by 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. What you want to do now is you want to do a bottom left diagonal, and you're actually supposed to connect it, but instead we'll do it like this, like that. So that looks more like that. Alright, we are actually not done yet. So come to this middle block out of this total 3 right here. Can you locate this? If you can't, I'm not sure about you, but I can. You want to go down from this by 3 with yellow. That's 1, 2, 3. Then we can do a bomb right diagonal and go down by 1. We can extend this to the right by 1. And then we are supposed to go on top of this by 3. That's 1, 2, 3. And when you're going down, you want to go down by 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Then you want to go ahead and go right by 1. Do 2 upright diagonals. That's 1 and 2, like that. Then you are supposed to go ahead and go right by 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, do us a big favor, so that way we don't have to waste any more time. On this third block right here, on a row 6, this should be a total of 6. We want to go on top of this by 5. That's 1, 2, 3. That's actually supposed to be 4, I think, yeah. So let's check, right? Yeah, that's actually 5, so 5, like that. So now you want to do a bottom right diagonal, and we want to go right 1. Then we are supposed to go on top of this by 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Do 2 bottom right diagonals. That's 1 and 2, right here. Then we are going to go down by 1. Do a bomb right diagonal, and you're actually supposed to just do it like that. Alright. So by now you have actually got the frame, the outer shell, taken care of. You've actually completed it. So now what we want to do is we want to fill in this thing here with some blue wool. And I'll have to make a part 2, unfortunately, because I do believe we're almost out of time. Well, not a couple seconds. We actually have a minute left. So let's try to get this done. So I can at least explain a little bit without having to make a part 2. Anyway, guys, so once you got this done, you are actually fully completed. You have nothing else to do. That's actually the very good news. And I'm glad I tried to explain as best as I could. Because trust me, making this stuff is going to be a lot of work. Trust me. Anyway, so meanwhile, while I'm trying to explain this, at the fastest I can, so I do want to remind you guys that if you do like this video, perhaps you could give this video a like and a thumbs up. Like is in other words, thumbs up, I should say. Alright. Also, please do remember to check out the links in the description. Alright. For the actual all the baseball tutorials. And then we're going to you can guys comment me on what Pixar should I do next. Thank you guys for watching, and by the way, I could Alright guys, so I'm back now. Just fully got the thing filled in. Sorry about that little interruption. I was supposed to do one part, but I had to do a part 2 because I ran out of time. Anyway, so this once you got done filling this thing in, you were actually done with the Milwaukee Brewers. Alright, if I didn't mention that in the previous part. Alright. So, now just a little bit of background history about Milwaukee Brewers. They do play at the park is named Miller Park. Playing in it since 2001, and I think this could be one of the older Milwaukee Brewers. To be very honest with you, but yeah, it's not really the best Milwaukee Brewers logo out there. I could do the B, but I found this one probably the best one, or the most effective, because those people who know the alternative logo would definitely kind of appreciate this one. Just saying. So, anyway, guys, that is the Milwaukee Brewers 100% completed. Alright. So, alright. Now, do remember, like I said in the previous part, check out the links in the description for all of the baseball related things I made. Kansas City, Atlanta, Detroit, Minnesota, Baltimore, and St. Louis. Alright? Those like the code, right? Alright guys, so thank you really much for watching this tutorial on how to make the Milwaukee Brewers logo, and see you guys next time in another pixel art. Take care.